If I started a D&D campaign next week, I'd ignore 90% of what DMs think matters and focus on just 3 things. After 25 years playing D&D and dozens of campaigns, I've learned that campaigns die during week 3, when you realize you're dreading prep night more than looking forward to game night. But what if I told you there's a prep method that makes you physically excited to run sessions while creating players who text each other theories between games? Okay, we should flesh out the trade routes, design the political factions. We need comprehensive economics. What if they ask about tariffs? Guys, I know I keep saying this, okay? But the historical timeline needs to be bulletproof. Every NPC needs a backstory. And what if we don't have enough content? They'll be bored. Right, so the Merchants Guild subcommittees would be... You enter the trade district. The political factions include the traditionalists, the expansionists, and the... Cool. So, where is the adventure? When you prep things you should know, instead of things you're dying to show the players, you get bored. And that boredom becomes contagious. Bored DMs create bored players, and that energy kills campaigns faster than any rules dispute. We really should finish the economic systems. Okay, forget about the trade routes. What about that weird theater thing you thought of? Yeah. What if they found a secret room behind the stage? But we don't have the... With all those old costumes. Maybe something's been nesting in them. When you're excited about your prep, it shows in your voice, your energy, your descriptions. And excitement is infinitely more contagious than obligation. This feels really good, actually. But is it enough? Oh, they're going to lose their minds when they find this. The theater's door creaks open, and you immediately smell something that shouldn't exist. Okay, what kind of shouldn't exist? Is it, like, dead things? Or magical? Please don't be dead things. Oh, it's definitely dead things now. I'm going in first. Why are you like this? Here's how you make sure prep feels exciting. Use the text message test. If you wouldn't excitedly text a friend about this prep idea, skip it. If you would send that dude wait until you hear what I'm planning message, that's your green light. Your genuine enthusiasm is the best content filter you have. Then steal from your own obsessions outside D&D. Did you binge a new true crime podcast recently? Cool, new mystery structure. The weird Roman Empire rabbit hole you fell down? Again? Use that for world building. The most exciting prep comes from smuggling your real interests into the game world. And then I suggest you prep in 15-minute excitement bursts rather than grinding through hour-long sessions. So yeah, set a timer. Focus on one thing that makes you smile, and then stop. You'll remember what excited you better than what you forced yourself through, and you'll actually look forward to the next burst. But excitement without substance will only take you so far. You're hyped, cool, it's a prerequisite. But what about your players? You find the old theater. There's a backstage area with a door marked storage. What do you do? Oh, storage room. Obviously. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's loot the costume closet. You open the door and find old costumes and props. Cool. Anything that's not dusty? This is riveting stuff. You might have loved preparing this bit, but generic moments create generic memories. Your players need one specific moment from every session that they literally cannot stop thinking about during the week. Something that transforms casual attention into desperate curiosity. You open the storage door. Old costumes hang on hooks, but there's something strange. One of them is a perfect replica of Gabriel's traveling outfit, down to the stitching. Wait, what? How is this possible? That's really specific and weird. Can you guys roll a perception check? Great. There's a note pinned to it. It just says, "For the final performance." Who the hell knows what I wear? That's what's bugging you? I get it. You're thinking, this sounds cool and all, but my players always seem to derail everything I prepare. And that's exactly why I created the Plot Engineering Blueprint, a short guide that helps you build stories that adapt seamlessly to player choices. Kinda like your story's survival kit. And you can grab it for free by clicking the link in the description. Okay, hear me out. What if the costume thing connects to my backstory? How? Remember I said my family had enemies? What if they found me? Wait, what if this final performance is like your death scene? What? Think about it. They made your exact outfit. Someone's gonna lure you on stage somehow. What, like kidnap me and force me to perform? Or trick you? Fake emergency, someone needs risking backstage, then boom, curtain goes up and you're in the play. Okay. Yeah. We need to figure out what this performance actually is. To make your players obsess with your campaigns, first use the familiar turn wrong technique. Take something your players think they understand completely, their hometown, their mentor, their favorite tavern, this banal old theater, and then reveal it was never what they thought. This hits harder than introducing new mysteries because they're already emotionally invested. Then you mine their character sheets for forgotten details and weaponize them. That throwaway line about their dead sister, she left a message. That mentor they mentioned once, he's been hunting them. Players create dozens of story hooks without realizing it, and your job is to activate the ones they've forgotten about. And then you always leave them with an action they can take immediately. The costume mystery works because players can investigate the theater, question locals, research the previous productions. If your revelation doesn't give them something specific to chase, it's just weird flavor text that gets forgotten by next session. Cool. Prep feels already more exciting, but we reached the point where most DMs panic. Because now, you did create this obsession, but then how do you handle their enthusiasm? We need to find out who's been watching Gabriel and what this performance is. You good? Yeah. It's just... Maybe you should check the tavern rumors first, get some more information. Dude, we literally spent 20 minutes texting about this theater thing. Why can't we just go to the theater? Well, there's not really... I mean, please, don't tell me there's nothing there. Oh, no, there's stuff. It's just better if you follow the proper quest order. You created player investment and then murdered it because you prepped plot protection instead of player amplification. When players get excited about your mysteries, their energy should make you more excited, not more terrified. And you need to be able to deliver on that. Forget investigating. I want to put on a costume and perform on stage. Wait, what? Think about it. If someone wants a final performance, let's give them one. Draw them out. I like it. It's scary though. Interesting. As you put on the costume, it fits perfectly. Too perfectly. You then approach the stage, and the moment you step onto it, the theater's gas lamps ignite by themselves, one by one. Ooh, someone's definitely watching. Good. Let them come. Instead of panic, we're amplifying their choice. And to do this, we don't need to prep for every possibility. We need to prep amplification tools that make their ideas even cooler than they imagined and help us improvise efficiently. As the gas lamps ignite, a figure emerges from the shadows of the balcony. They're wearing an identical costume to Gabriel's, but theirs is stained with something dark. Oh, there's another one. Okay, so I'm grabbing you and we're getting out of here. This is obviously a trap. Wait, but we need answers. Answers? Can't wait. We're living. Now, you burst onto the cobblestones. The air reeks of fish oil and wet wool. And there's this metallic tang, kind of like copper pennies. You almost run over a woman with a silver tooth, gutting eels by lamplight. Her knife freezes when she sees you. Eel blood drips onto her boots as she whispers, "He is wearing a morning coat." The what now? Lady, what's a morning coat? To amplify player choices by making sure you can improvise cool scenes that respect their agency without panicking, first, I suggest you create an inspiration file of 20 sensory combinations that genuinely intrigue you. It can be wood smoke and distant bells, honey scent and rough stone walls, chalk dust drifting through candlelight. You mix smells, sounds, textures, weather, whatever genuinely excites you. And when you need instant atmosphere, you pick one that matches the mood. Your real fascination with these combinations will make any location memorable. Then you populate those atmospheric moments with signature characters. Build a collection of 10 memorable character details. The baker who tastes the air before speaking. The woman mending fishing nets with ink-stained fingers. The man whitewashing walls who stops mid-brush to stare. Real people doing real jobs we tend to forget exist, with small distinctive details that make them stick in your mind. And then you give those characters driving forces with pressure engines. Don't prep bandits attack the caravan. Prep someone so desperate for gold, they risk everything. Now, that desperation becomes black market grain deals with your air-tasting baker while chalk dust drifts through candlelight. Or dockside smuggling with your net-mending woman as wood smoke and distant bells fill the harbor. Your atmospheric scenes, plus memorable characters, plus urgent motivations, can lead to infinite story possibilities. Here's what nobody tells you about campaign success. It's not only about world building or story planning. It's about creating an addiction loop where your excitement creates player obsession, which creates more excitement, which creates more obsession. Campaigns don't die from bad plots. They die when energy and excitement die. But even when you master excitement and player amplification, there's still one kind of session that you will eventually run that's very easy to get wrong. And that can kill your campaign very fast. And that is because we tend to think about it in a way that prevents what we just explored from working. So click on this video next to learn what the problem with travel in D&D is and how to fix it.